Hey guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel and also to my sort of editing suite. The reason you joined me here is because I just wanted to give a little bit of context at the start of this video. I always take pride in the quality of the work that I put on this channel and I want it to be the best, and if I'm being honest, I don't think this video is the best, but I still really wanted to put it out because I thought it was a good opportunity for you guys to see what I sort of thought about the 2019 Toyota Supra from the perspective of a sort of first-gen Z4 owner. I obviously also went all the way down to Geneva to film some content, and I thought it would be just a massive waste if I didn't publish anything on the channel. Nonetheless, I just wanted to be upfront and say, look, I'm sorry, it's not the best video. It's actually really tricky to film at Geneva. There's hundreds, well, there's thousands of people there, and as you'll see in this video with the Supra, I really struggled to actually sort of get around the car without anyone walking in shot, and the noise is horrific, and blah-de-blah-de-blah. Also, I should just quickly point out that the actual Supra I was filming with in this video is quite excitingly the A90 edition Supra. It is the one that's finished in this storm matte grey, as you'll see, with the 19-inch black alloys and the red interior. And they're actually only making 24 UK models. These were offered to the first 24 customers to sign up for the new Supra. So I thought that was very interesting and actually a really rare opportunity to see one of these A90 edition Supras. So look guys, I'm not just here to make loads of excuses. I think you're still going to enjoy the video and find it interesting. I really liked the Supra, but I'll let the video do the talking on that extent. But yes, just my apologies that I didn't get better shots, I didn't get more time in the interior and more time to sort of just look at the car and actually say things that were useful. So apologies up front. Thank you guys for being here nonetheless, and I'll shut up now and let's get into the video with the 2019 Toyota Supra. Hey guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel. Today you join me in Geneva at the Geneva Motorshow, as you can probably tell from behind me. I have flown down for the day today to have a look at some of the cars that sort of take my fancy from this year's show. I have been literally not looking at social media for the past week. Since the motor show started, I've been pretty late to the party. But yeah, I want to sort of bring you a few cars this year that stand out, such as this one behind me here, and talk you through them in detail, and then also give you maybe an overview video of the show as well. But anyway, to kick off the content this year, I, as you can see behind me, want to talk about this 2019 Toyota Supra. I actually didn't know anything about this car. I know that it was released all over social media fairly recently, and I pretty much just looked at one or two photos and decided I didn't like it. However, just having a quick glance at it now, I think I've changed my mind. I think it looks really cool, and I've looked at the interior of one of the two cars they've got sitting here on the stand, and it's dripping in carbon, which I love carbon. So let me walk you around the Supra now and just show you some of the bits that I like and I don't like. So then here we are, this is the 2019 Toyota Supra. This one in particular, I've just looked at this plaque here. I think it's a certain edition, and it actually says by the price that they're all reserved, so you can't actually buy one of these. I think that's just the case for this particular edition. That one over there has got a price on it. It was 80,000 Swiss francs, which I think is around 60,000 British pounds. Yeah, well, this is the car. As you can see, the door is open there, and you can see a little bit into the interior. But let's just talk about some of the styling on the outside first. It is very squat and purposeful. You've got all of these sorts of aero lines. I love this ducktail spoiler that comes up here. And yes, as many people have been saying all over social media, and to me quite a lot, this is basically a Z4M coupe. There are lots of differences, and obviously it's a totally different car, but even things like the dip in the roof there is very similar to the Z4M coupe indeed. It is powered by a 6-cylinder 3-litre engine similar to my Z4, but it produces 340 brake horsepower, and I think it's 500 newton meters of torque. So that means that this car will go from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.3 seconds. So it is a properly fast car. As you'll see inside in a moment, it is a semi-automatic, or I don't know what you call it. It's an automatic transmission with flappy paddles, which I guess lots of the petrol heads will be angry about, saying the Supra should be a manual, but obviously this way it is faster. And yeah, 4.3 seconds to 60, and I think a top speed limited to 155. So looking at the back in a little bit more detail then, as I mentioned, I absolutely love this sort of ducktail spoiler. It does remind me of the Z4M a lot. And then these lights I think look absolutely fantastic, especially with this sort of aero design line that goes all the way down there. You've got these little sort of, I guess, canards? I don't know what you'd call it, but at the back they sort of stick out and again give a really purposeful, aggressive look. Then if you look at it from right at the back, you've got your twin exhaust there with a sort of F1 style light, a bit like what the LaFerrari has. That's what it actually reminded me of when I first saw it, but actually I think from the back this thing really does look fantastic. Even looking into the screen on my camera right now, I promise you, it doesn't actually look as good on camera as it does in person. It's really bizarre because I am looking at it as you can look at it right now. However, to my real eyes, it looks a lot better than it does on the screen. Yeah, needless to say, guys, I am actually a massive fan of the back of this car. Moving around the side of the car, you'll have to forgive me, guys. As you can see, the motor show is so busy, so actually getting to film this car without people walking in front of the camera is quite tricky. But yeah, moving around to the side, you can see the line sort of continues over there, and then that goes all the way down into the door, and it has another really aggressive sort of styling cue there, which I really like. This one as well is on 19-inch black alloys, which look absolutely fantastic with this matte grey paint. And yes, all along the side of the car you've got these side skirts in sort of black, which go along and stick out a little bit, along with this bodywork, which also another line there, and it comes literally quite far out from the door of the car. Even on the wing mirrors here you've got 3 little lines, so there seems to be a lot of sort of attention to detail with the styling on this car. This is something that's not so fantastic. It's like a little indent on the bonnet, but it's basically there's no air coming through that, so I think it is purely cosmetic, which I don't think is the coolest thing to do, but it does look good at least. Round to the front then, I don't think it's the best angle actually. I think, like I say, the back is the best angle. I'm still not sold on the front. Obviously there's sort of similarities to the original Supra, which I imagine is what they were going for, but everything is pretty much completely different, isn't it? So the lights are completely different, but I really like them. It's sort of 6 rectangular courts in the lights there, and then this nice strip all the way down. Same on the other side, of course, and a big Toyota badge at the front. So yeah, that really is it from all angles, as best as I can get with all of the people walking around here today. So yeah, let's try and jump inside and have a look at the interior. So then guys, here we are in the Supra. I'm trying to get as wide as I can with this camera, but it is quite tough. Yeah, so look, really small chunky wheel, which is very nice. You've got the transmission there, like I mentioned, outside. Paddles feel good actually. I like the sort of design of this. It sort of reminds me of, I don't know, like a Porsche or a Lexus, with sort of the line going across the vent. Lots of carbon, I absolutely love that. And yeah, similarities here with the BMW. This looks like the iDrive system. I don't actually know if it is exactly the same, but I'm sure it's very similar. I'm going to jump out because lots of people are waiting to get in, but yeah, I mean, just look, even these radio buttons here are very similar to BMW's. But yeah, it's very confined. The seats look very similar to the new Z4 as well. It's very sort of cramped and sort of tight in here. The seat's really huggy, but I do like that, and I think this would be an absolutely brilliant car to drive, and I must do so when these are all out on the road. But yeah, I'm just going to pop the boot if I can and see what the storage is like in there. So guys, this is inside the boot. It's kind of hard to show on camera how big it is, but what you can see is that it goes all the way through into the cabin. So I guess it's like a ski hatch, but there's actually no sort of, yeah, no divider between the boot and the cabin. So I guess there's no limit really to what you can put in the back. So yeah, you could definitely use this as a practical daily car.